Hi, I'm Carita Forsgren, and I want to show you how to make an H5P 360 degrees virtual tour, which is like an interactive tour. Okay, without further ado, I'll share my screen. And let's go see what H5P is. You can find it here at h5p.org over there. And they are basically interactive apps that can be embedded on web pages, such as if you have a Moodle page, for instance, or WordPress, or any sort of platform. Well, not any sort. Here are the ones where H5P works, or you can also make an independent H5P show that works on your computer, not just online. Anyway, let's see what kind of content types there are in H5P. In examples and downloads, you get to see what there are. So here, view all. Mostly these are made for online teaching and learning, but they can be used for other things as well, such as storytelling purposes, which is why I am interested in them. So there's essays and find multiple hotspots in a picture, dictation. There's word recognition, guessing the answer, interactive books, and so on. Memory games. Yeah, interesting thing, this speak the words, there's about 30 languages that it supports, even Finnish, which is my native language. Anyway, there's the virtual tour 360. So I'll click that, and we can see an example here, Roman theater. So now you can see what it is about. There are hotspots that you can press, where you can find, for instance, images or text. And there are hotspots where you can go from one 360 image to another. Oh, okay, this is not an actual other image. Okay, I think from there we can go to another place, yes. So how to create this from the beginning? Let's see. So first you will need some sort of platform for it. I have access to our university's Moodle platform, so that's what I'm often using. If you don't know about Moodle, then here in moodle.org you can find out more. And you can even start your own Moodle site from here by first, obviously you have to sign in, but I'm not going to do that now. Okay, so let's go elsewhere. I have this, by the way, this digicampus.fi, which is a Finnish platform shared by lots of universities here in Finland, and it's a free platform where, well, basically anybody can create a course here, but they need to tell it to the administrators first. And of course, they need to log in and create their own usernames. Anyway, I already have a course here in Moodle, or actually it's a test course, not a real course, which I have created for these purposes, to show these things. Anyway, this is inside the TUNI, the Tampere University's own Moodle. But let's get into doing some H5P content here. So I will first of all, when I go into Moodle, the editing is automatically usually turned off. If you're a student there, then you won't have the editing rights at all. But if you are a teacher or an administrator, then there should be this turn editing on. And then you add an activity or resource, which will give you this list of resources. One of them is the H5P, and here it is. So either double click this or click here and then click add. There we go. And I can add a description here if I want to. 360 degrees testing place. And there's the virtual tour, because I have used it before, it will remember. And let's click there. And here's my editing window. So obviously I will need a title first. And there are no scenes. By the way, I could enter full screen here with the editing window. So I guess I'll do that so you can see better what I'm doing. Okay, there are no scenes, and for a scene, I would need a 360 panorama image. It won't work well with other kinds of images. If you don't know where to find those, or if you don't have any of your own, you could just Google 360 panorama, as I have done here, 360 panorama street, and then I've clicked here that I want to have Creative Commons permissions for them. There's a panoramic view of Westminster Abbey, for instance. Let's see, maybe I'll take this one. I need to watch out a little bit about how big these are in their pixel size. There is, if I remember correctly, a limit to our university Moodle of how big the images can be there. This one was a little bit too heavy. Okay, here's one from Germany, Lübeck. Not bad. So maybe I'll try that one. It is quite large, but let's see how it rolls. So shorten the name a little bit. I don't need all of this information. There we go. And as you might notice, I have downloaded some panorama images already, and these are ones from a project that we are doing right now called Sure, and we are, well, I have the rights for all those images to use them. Because obviously that's the best choice, that you take your own panorama pictures from a place where you want and then make your show if you want to do some original content. Anyway, let's go back to here, and now I will click on the new scene button, and I will have to write a title for each scene. So I'll start with the Lübeck image. Lübeck. Add. There it is. It's not as big as I feared it would be. It's 6.2 megabytes. And yes, of course, I can also describe the scene if I want to, but I won't be doing it now. Button style, I think I'll click here on the more information, which then looks like a plus sign. Although that's quite, well, it's a matter of taste which one you use, a plus or an arrow. Then in theory, I could also add an audio track here, but or I could add an audio track for the whole presentation, but there's some limitations in how it actually works. Okay, let's add an audio track so you can see what my problem is with this. Oh yeah, they have even an audio recorder. Maybe I should try that one, or just upload an audio file. Let's see, documents, where am I? Where's my audio? Nope. Okay, I won't spend time for this, but I'll just use the audio recorder. Okay. Yes, this is a scene from Lübeck, Germany. Okay, this is me. Yes, this is a scene from Lübeck, Germany. Okay, that's it. So let's insert it. And we are done, or almost done. We don't have any, so I'll proceed to save. And now, done. This is just adding the scene that's done. The interesting part is still coming. Okay, what's missing? Everything is there. And there we go. Now we have the scene here, and I'll add one more thing before we go into the preview or to the viewing. Let's add some text. There you go. Okay, and now you get the formatting options for the text. Where am I? Why am I here? Existential questions. Maybe. And let's make it into a title. And let's give the text a little bit of color too. Now, there we go. And let's, yeah. So done. And here it is now, our link to the text. And then I could set another starting position if I didn't like this one. Or I could just move it a little bit like this. And now let's say that this is the starting position. So I'll click here, set starting position. There we go. And in behavioral settings for the whole tour, there's also a possibility to add global audio. And then there's the rendering quality of the scene. I will keep it here in high quality. I'll allow downloading and put an embed button there. And let's see, save and display. What this looks like. There we go, and let's put it into full screen. And although I put the audio there, you might notice that you can't hear anything. That's because in order to hear it, you have to click here on play audio track. Okay. Yes, this is a scene from Lübeck, Germany. Okay. Yes, this is a scene from Lübeck, Germany. So if you want to make like an audio that automatically starts playing, giving a little bit more atmosphere to the scene, well, it doesn't happen from here. You may, however, put audio buttons here for people to listen. And now I'm clicking this, and the text is shown as this big box. The downside here is that the size of the box can't be edited in any way other than going into the code itself. Also, the text, there is always a text box. It doesn't just float in the air the way I would like it to float. Also, some people might wonder if this is also possible to do for if you have a 360 video. No, it doesn't work here that way. There's the interactive video H5P piece where you can link together videos that have been uploaded into YouTube. But then you will always see the YouTube setting windows there. Okay, I'll click the ESC button on my computer, and here we go. And now what I also want to show is how to link this to another 360 panorama. So I'll need to go back to the settings, edit settings. And there are the settings. So I need to add a new scene and then put a link to that scene. This is the link button, by the way. Okay, new scene. And the same way as before, I will add another scene. This one is from Tampere. Here we go. It's from a place called Sorsapuisto in Tampere in Finland, which is my hometown. It's a nice park with a pond, with ducks, and a concert hall. And well, it's also a conference hall. And there's a Moomin museum too, and a small Moomin statue in the park itself. Okay, scene title is Sorsapuisto, which literally means duck park, wild duck park. And it's a 360 image. Scene description. The scene from Sorsapuisto Park in Tampere. There we go. And let's keep the button style same as before. And now I won't put any audio track there. Done. And now we need to link these two together. That's the Tampere Hall, and there's Sorsapuisto. So where's a nice starting position? This is not bad. Set starting position. Here we go. And I will link it now to the other scene. Go to scene and pick an existing scene to go to. That's it, Lübeck. Done. And there it is. Go to scene. I've tried to look for if it would be possible to get a hover text over this, but haven't found that yet. Don't know if that exists yet. Because a hover button would be nice. And then another thing that I want to change is in the Lübeck scene. I want to change I want to put another button that goes to Sorsapuisto from Lübeck. Go to scene, Sorsapuisto. And you notice that you can also create a new scene directly from here. Okay, from here you go to Sorsapuisto. listening. I'll try make an audio button here. So in order to, if somebody wants to press it, then, okay, let's make it. Go to source files. Okay, it won't let me create the audio directly here. I need to upload an audio file. Okay, I will do that now. Okay, here you see that there is an enable autoplay existing, but it doesn't really work quite well, I have to say. Oh, well, maybe I'll just upload a file. So we'll see how it works. So I should have a couple of audio stuff here. Or I'll just go to music. And you can see right away that it's only taking MP3 audio, not any IF files. Okay, there's some music. Okay, take this one. And let's try out this enable autoplay. Last time I tried it out, it wasn't very helpful. There we go. Text overrides and translations. That's interesting. Okay, save and display. Okay, as you can see, the autoplay for the audio does not work. I can't hear any audio unless I press here. But yes, there was a hover text now. And yes, there is a small hover text for the for going to the other scene as well. That's nice to see. So now we are in Sorsapuisto. And if can I zoom in? No, of course I can't. This is not Google Street View or anything. There would have been the moving statue, but can't zoom there now. Anyway, from here, I should be able to go to Lübeck. And it worked. So let's take Esk. One more thing I wanted to show you in the edit settings was the other kinds of links that are here. So you can also add an image that will pop up here if you want to. It's also quite easy. Just add one. Go to images. This one small image. And hollow text. Yes, that's nice. And I'm shamelessly promoting myself. It's a novel that I wrote a couple of years ago. The cover of that. Anyway, it's in Finnish, so it doesn't give you much if you can't read the language. Okay, and what else do we have here? What kinds of links? We have also video links. You can put the link of a video that is on YouTube, for instance, here. Not hard at all. Let's do it. YouTube. And just go to my channel. Okay, there's one animation. And I'll share the link. Copy the link, actually. Then back here. And add a video link. Okay, one button. Untitled video. Dancing particles. And then I paste the YouTube link. As you can see, you can also upload a video file, but usually the files are quite large, so I wouldn't recommend you to do that. Insert. And a poster image. And do I want to autoplay the video and loop it? Yes, I do. Accessibility, no. That's quite enough now. Done. What else do we have here for? We have this summary and single choice set. So basically, if you want to add some questions and answers there, and make it into kind of a lesson, then there's the single choice set that you can use. I won't add that now, or a summary with sets of statements. So again, this is like making a test. So I won't have that here either. Okay, let's save and display this and see how the videos and other things are playing. There we go. There's the first link. There's the novel cover, and as you can see, there's again this white background, which does not make me very happy. And now there's the video, and again a white background. Do we have audio? And yes, it did start auto playing. It does play. But again, you can, if you load things from YouTube, then you will see always the YouTube image here. Right, so that was my lesson. Okay, thank you for watching if you have watched it. Bye.